What up? What up? What up, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your two favorite people, baby. The duo
You
is back.
you know about that time. We getting closer to the season. You already
Yes,
know,
sir.
man.
Yes,
As
sir.
stated, we are the Dallas duo. I am one half of the Dallas duo. I am D Hill. Who do I have with me tonight?
Yeah, it's your boy D White, baby. And football season is in the air. I can
You can,
feel it in the morning time when I
you
go to
can,
work. Like it's
you
a
can.
little cool in the air. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's that football weather starting to change, man.
Yes, sir.
It started to change. I want to thank the Three Man Weave for letting us utilize the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Definitely pay attention to all the social media posts that they got going on
Definitely.
because a lot of shows are returning. A lot of things is happening. Saying getting closer to that football season, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, so man, let's. The reason why we haven't been here because we've been waiting for this right here.
Yes,
Like
sir. Yes,
it was
sir.
like, of course, like I said, of course, we've been watching, Vach and Brian and others, listening to Locked On, Cowboys, the training camp, coverage that we've been getting, which has
Right.
been
Great
tremendous.
though.
And
Yeah, great.
yeah,
Great.
commend everybody on the work that they've done, especially also all other Cowboys content creators as well,
Yeah.
for doing their thing. But like I said,
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
for us, we were really just waiting on this news. Like this really shouldn't have took this long. And it's like that's why it was kind of like bittersweet at this point. It's like,
Right.
man, yeah, he got paid, but it's like, bro, y'all really waited this long, and we knew the deal.
Knew
Like
the deal.
we knew the numbers in
Right.
June, right after Justin Jefferson got
Right.
the contract that you were actually waiting on,
Should like the
and
very next day should have been signed. Like multiple people said the numbers and got the numbers right of what the contract broke down to. Like, come on, man.
it made no sense for them to be dug in that hard,
Right.
be so stubborn, and just for him to finally get the contract that we knew that he was going to get anyway.
Exactly.
You
Over a
know,
million and a half dollars. Like, come on, man.
like like I said, like so it was like, ah man, we can't even celebrate. It's like because we knew the deal was going to get done.
Right.
Like we knew this deal. Let's say for example, Ceedee Lamb. We knew this deal was that we said it before. Wide receiver deals are the easiest deals to make in the NFL. Like we
Definitely.
see the numbers, boom, go from there. So it was like, come on, man, like you know. But at the same time, he got the deal done. It was Monday.
Hmm.
Gave us a pretty much a full 2 weeks before we got to get ready for Cleveland. So I
Right.
guess we hit that deadline. When it was
Hmm.
time for
Yeah,
her
let
to
them
get
dead
in.
right.
Get in. So yeah, of course. So, but I mean, he's been in tremendous shape. He's been working out the entire time. He actually looks like he's got he. I mean, he said it. He got stronger.
Yeah.
Put on some muscle. So maybe the workout could have been beneficial to him. Cause like you said, we've seen him working out. Like this happening. He's really not a active social media person.
Right. 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 Right.
So, so to see him as post as much as he's doing with his workouts, was
Hmm.
definitely it was easy. It eased the situation. Like, all right, man, we
Right.
see he working. At least he ain't
Definitely.
out partying and while he out here working, really working. What I'm saying. But at the same time, there's no substitute for actual football.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It's the two. It's a different shape. Football shape is different, man. Contact, getting touched up. You know what I'm saying? You got to get all that in before the first week.
At some point, I'm ready for somebody to realize that saying that we need you to play football.
Right.
Like we need you to play football to get ready for football. I
To
mean,
get ready for football.
it's professional sports though. I mean, even like they even baseball put you down to AAA.
Is that right? Exactly.
Before,
Exactly.
before you come down and like you said, basketball the same way. You got to play some 5-on-5 before you can even.
Hmm.
And even when you come back, you're on a minutes restriction and everything. So it's like we got to stop acting like you can just get out the bed and just do
Right.
these professional sports. Like these ain't the top of the echelon special professional sports.
Exactly. Exactly.
And for me, I'm a stickler for listening to the greats. And I remember Peyton Manning had said this a long time ago. He like, yo, I need these reps. I need these reps.
Hmm.
Like, I need repetition. I need
Right.
repetition. I need to.
Tom Brady said the same thing. Yep.
And we seen Tom Brady do that. And he
Right.
ripped like in COVID to go out there and
Right.
get
Right.
some. So, you know that the reps are important. So in my mind, I'm like, if the greats are doing this, I definitely need y'all, to do.
Right.
But that's how I view certain practices or certain things that need to be done. Like that's just me.
It makes sense to me.
The
For sure.
the beauty of it is the fact that I think that McCarthy knew how to he found out how to utilize CD at the maximum.
Right.
You know, you
Definitely.
can tell by the season that he had last year.
And,
Him
and think about that. That's after the first 5 weeks of looking, looking like we didn't know what was going on. And he still did that.
and he still did that.
Right.
Saying then he broke records within 16 games, and didn't even need the extra game to do that. He's been in the backyard. That's cool.
Mhm.
So we know the chemistry is there. I don't really think that we're really gonna have an issue with that when it comes to them getting on the same page, or how long it's gonna take them to get on the same page.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough because Cleveland is a tough defense, but we'll deal with that when we have to deal with that.
Right.
I just I want it to feel better. Is just what I'm saying. Like
So they're
at,
celebrating and rejoicing, like
at some point, like I'm still saying, read the room. Like
right.
this was kind of like the obviously this was the easiest thing to do to try to ease the pain from the
Right.
offseason.
Right.
It's like at bare minimum, just get CD done.
Exactly. Let me throw the fans a bone and get the CD. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna do it anyway. Let's get it done, get it out the way. You think? I mean, that's the least they could have done.
And then you drug this out. It's like,
Drug it out.
why?
Cowboy way, man.
Like,
Why?
why? Like,
We the only team in the league that does stuff like that.
like, why? Like, it didn't make sense. Like, you know, I get it. They dropped the new sports network. All Dallas. That network is it.
BLS, whatever. Yeah.
And shouts out to them.
Right.
But I mean, hey, and I'm glad Clarence Hill got the story, got the exclusive, and was able to pretty much, drop the bomb, drop the news shell bomb on this.
Right.
I shouts out to him. They could have got another. They could have got some more news. Like
Exactly.
they could have. Matter of fact, it's it's a new network. We would have been excited anyway.
Right. Right. Definitely.
It's just
Definitely.
it's certain things that they just don't. You don't have to continue to do. It's going
Mm.
to sell. The product is selling itself.
It is, man.
They
I
don't
mean,
need you.
it don't
Like
need it. Yeah.
we didn't do anything in the offseason. They still talked about us.
Come on, right? I mean, like you cannot do nothing and get talked about because you're not doing nothing. Think about that. Like that's because your franchise is up there. You know what I'm saying? You the number one franchise in the world, bro. Like, come on.
The
Some
product is
stuff you
selling
just don't got to
itself.
do. Right.
Yeah, you ain't got to do it though, boy. It's certain things that you could do differently. I think they need to learn from this experience, and I think what they should learn from this experience is like it's time to make an adjustment on how you do deals.
But that's my mama said common sense ain't common. That she tell me that all the time. Me and you sit there, we like, bro, it's the same thing that happened year after year after year. They play a holdout, they get stuck in the grass, like they put their foot down, they're not gonna budge. Then the 23rd hour, they get a player what they want every time. Why not just skip all that? Like, hey, I'm saying I ain't saying be no pushover,
Yeah,
but I mean just try to be more proactive. You know what
and,
I'm saying?
and then the funny thing about it is like CD said it. CD was like, "Yo, I almost folded."
Right.
Like, 'cause I'm ready
That,
to play. I'm ready to play football, and then that's another thing. And it's
that's what
like
they want.
I'm halfway glad that he said it.
Mm-hmm.
Because now when it comes, like, because Micah gonna go through this next year. We already know
Yeah.
this.
Well, yeah, you already know.
So I next year I want Micah to do 20 podcasts a week.
Right.
To let them know about this contract. If that's what he got to do. I want him
Yeah.
to match fire with fire if that's how they want to
Mm-hmm.
play. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If they not gonna learn from their experience, then I want this to get nasty next year.
Right.
Like
Because they obviously ain't learning. So
yeah, so I'm talking about. I want him to do a podcast tour.
right.
I want him to go on first take and everything.
I, I
That was
want I want him to be at practice doing the podcast on
doing
the
the show.
sideline of him not practicing.
That's what I yeah, that's what I want. You talking about the numbers that he'll get
Right.
on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a shame. It's a shame we already know what's coming up a year away, a year out. We already know what's gonna happen.
We already know it's because we know it's coming.
Yeah.
We know it's coming. But we got the 53. We haven't really seen any roster gymnastics so far. Nothing crazy so far
Right.
that we normally do.
Right.
Nobody popped up with it. With a pinky. All of a sudden they got to
Hmm.
go on IR. So we know the injuries that we already sustained. So we know Midoga probably gonna go on IR eventually. That
Right.
technicality gonna happen. Another person probably gonna go on injury reserve. I can't think who else is going injury reserve.
Chuma and
Truma, Bland,
tackle
Bostic.
Bostic, yeah, Bostic, but yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Blaine, yeah,
I think Bland. I don't know. They made it. I may want to pay attention on the Bland situation because if
yeah,
they don't put him on IR, short term IR, then I think the injury may probably be better than what it was described as.
right.
What I'm saying? I think they did catch it early. I think he just found out, hey man, my toe hurt. And
Right.
then they were like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, this why your toe hurt. Like,
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yep. Let's get that
So
surgery ASAP.
yeah, so like I said, we got the roster, but let's were you surprised that anybody that didn't make the roster or did make the roster? What was your surprise
um,
in general?
I can do both, one of each. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely one of each. Uh, I would say it wasn't really a big surprise, surprise cut nor signing this year, like in the years past. But Carl Lawson was one that kind of, just the name kind of stood out because he just signed so recent than to get cut. But it makes sense. He's a veteran player, so he can pick and choose where he want to go. So I'm sure they talked about it behind the scenes, like we're gonna cut you, but we're gonna bring you back to the practice squad so you can still get back in the football shape and get you back up to speed. So that one, like I said, that kind of caught me off guard. Just thinking, because he's the name Carl Lawson, you
yeah,
thinking him about him getting a cut, like, hey, he just got here, but none of his contract was guaranteed for that reason. So now it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying for that. And somebody that made the team that kind of surprised me. Let me see. I want to say, I think the DN week kind of surprised me. Cause like I said, he didn't have a bad hit. He had a solid camp, solid preseason, but nothing flashy, nothing stood out. So he didn't really, people really weren't talking about him, but he just put his helmet on in his pads and did his job and made the team 2 years in a row, bro. So that kind of, like I said, surprised me, but it kind of, I noticed it.
nah, I agree because like you said, he ain't the one that you got to be hanging your hat on. That he got to make the roster. Like what I'm saying,
Right.
we wouldn't have lost no sleep if he would if he
Hmm.
would have got cut. And then
Right.
for us to lose, Justin Rogers, he went to the Bengals. They got picked up on their practice squad, and us to lose Julius Woods,
Hmm.
and he went to the Titans practice squad. It's like okay, we kept Tyrus Wheat. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? All right, man, I get it. He special teams, you know what I'm saying, and then special teams is important because the
Yeah,
moment,
definitely,
and I've
definitely.
been, and the funny thing about we listen to the other shows, and they've been mad that this person is getting valued on special teams. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. The moment our special teams is ass, you can be
Hmm.
complaining, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, and I want to go back to these moments, like, oh yeah, you didn't want him on the special team because you wanted to keep such and such.
Right.
Hey, at some point, yeah, Bones needs some of his guys to execute the way y'all want him to execute.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
Especially
like
with
I
this
said,
new rules and stuff now too. Definitely.
yeah, we gonna need all the horses we can get. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Especially like I say, somebody run the kickoff back, you could be like, yeah, you could be upset.
Hmm.
So
You definitely gonna be upset.
so
Sure. Like
so
they're looking right at Bones, and he be like
yeah,
looking right back at you.
yeah, like, yeah, like the
I
Diddy
needed some
show.
player.
I told you I didn't want to put him out there. I
That's what
tell
happened.
and look now look at yourself.
Uh
You
huh.
know, I was surprised at first that Josh Ball didn't make the team. Like he finally got good. You
Right.
know,
Finally.
he finally got good, and this the year you cut him. Like
Right.
we've had some years that Josh Ball looked like he ain't got no business being on the team,
Right.
and he
The,
make it.
the last 3 years.
Yeah, and he made the 53. Like what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So the fact that he actually was looking good
Yeah.
this this whole process, and he gets cut. I was like, all right, but he came back to the practice squad. It made sense because, like I said, he only the he's only a right side player, right tackle, right
Right.
guard player.
Hmm.
So they knew probably for a fact that he can easily it was one of those confident things. We know you can come back to the practice squad.
Right. Right.
So, you know, so I get it. And I say I agree with you on the Tyrus Week thing. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm still surprised. I'm surprised that Juice Vaughn still made it. I'm glad he made it
Yeah. Definitely.
because I know technically his preseason wasn't as electrifying as it was
Hmm.
last year,
Right.
but I see a different runner.
Yeah. He runs more decisive. He ain't trying to do all that dancing. He hitting the holes. He moving the pile, pushing the pile forward, falling forward.
I attribute that to Zeke, to be quite honest.
Hmm.
I believe like I think he started working out with his trainer this offseason.
Right.
And I believe like the veteran leadership of Ezekiel, like, hey, look, bro, you got to
That's
do
real
this,
talk. Right.
you
Real
know.
talk.
And of course, nobody wants to hear that. Like, it's a polarizing, topic when it
Right.
comes to. But I do want to ask you something. Should Zeke have played in the preseason?
I mean, for being selfishly and for our viewership, yeah, I would like to see it. What I'm saying, for our entertainment, see what he looked like, see how his legs look, see if he got any juice. But on their standpoint, I can see like my man got about 20,000 carries on his body. What he need to, he don't need no preseason touches. Just get him to the season healthy. But for us, I would like to see what he looked like. We haven't seen him since the season last year with the Patriots, and he ain't with 3 yards of carry. You know what I'm saying? It won't nothing spectacular. You know, I like to see what the juice looking like behind the little revamp O line we have. But I mean, it makes sense. Why give the man carry? He got 20,000 carries already on his body. Let's get him to the regular season healthy.
It, I didn't need to see Zeke at all in the preseason. To
Right.
be quite honest, because it doesn't at this point. It don't matter.
Hmm.
The opinion is going to be the opinion.
Right.
Like I said, Zeke could have looked exactly like Royce Freeman,
Hmm.
and nobody would have cared.
Right.
They would have treated. They would. Oh, it's just a preseason. I ain't worried. That don't mean nothing to Zeke. But when you look, but you want to hype up Royce Freeman for looking good in the
Right.
preseason.
That's
You
how it
feel what
be,
I'm
man.
saying? So, like you said, at this point, it's like I said, your opinion is going to be your opinion. Because
Right.
I remember his last year when he would have a good game, and they was like, "Yeah, he had a good game, but we should have had more Tony Pollard." It's like, but goddamn, bro, like you know,
Like, what are we doing, man?
like what are we
Cowboy
doing at this
fans,
point?
man, they kill you, bro.
Like what are we? So we what are we doing at this point? So I'm liking the approach that they took. You know, they signed him for a reason. It's Zeke,
Right.
bro.
Hmm.
Now if they would have actually made it a competition, made him earn his spot,
Hmm.
okay, cool. But
Right.
we knew what it was when they signed him back.
Exactly.
It was partially the reason why he needed to get cut the time that he got cut.
Right.
So we thought so Tony could shine. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
With with no hesitation, no politics. So it was a reason why like he had to go, but it's also a reason why we know he's back, bro. Like
Right.
let's be honest.
Hmm.
Nobody was excited about when we signed Royce Freeman.
And didn't even get mentioned barely.
So
Think-
and then eventually somebody said, "Oh, I went back and watched the film, and Royce Freeman looked good." And then everybody just kept running with that. And
right.
I'm like, all right, bro. Like we keep telling y'all it's Royce Freeman.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like, listen, if Zeke wasn't here, cool. We can roll with
Right.
Royce and do what we got to
Right.
do. But
It would have been
but
right.
at the end of the day, I ain't about to keep losing no sleep over no Royce Freeman.
Not at all, bro.
You know,
Not at all.
and it was starting to be frustrating just listening to both sides. The pro Zeke side of
Hmm.
J Tuck, what I'm saying, Rome, or then you listen to Jeff Kavanaugh, Foots, and all of them. It's like, all right, bro. Like
They
at some point, like
Jeff hate an old running back, bro.
he just hate running back.
Right.
So it was like, all right, man, can we? It's the things that we did lack last year in the running game. We definitely needed Zeke. Like we
Right.
could have used
Red
Zeke.
zone. Short yardage.
I mean, so it's like, don't act like he got no role. So
Right. That's his
you
bag,
know,
bro. And that's another
so
reason like it didn't make no sense to play him in the preseason. We're gonna use him for short yardage and goal line.
it,
But
it,
he goods.
like I said, I mean, we didn't see Rico. Rico had
Right.
like a couple carries and
He had a couple carries, that was it. Yeah.
and got him up out of there. But it's just it's it's funny just watching some of the back and forth between our fan base, man. But we got the updated practice squad. Shouts out to Todd Archer, for giving us this graphic on
Definitely,
Twitter.
definitely.
Malik Davis is back on the practice squad. He did update that. I just think the
Hmm.
graphic didn't look good. But
Right.
we got we got Josh Ball, Josh Butler, Dalvin Cook, Jalen Cropper, Preston Fant, Kemon Hall, Kelvin Harmon, Darius Harris, Imani Johnson, Carl Lawson, Brock, yeah, Dakota
Yeah.
Shefley, Nick
Yeah.
Nick Vigil, and Denzel Jackson. We got the freebie.
Yep, got the freebie. Yep.
I'm cool with I'm cool with the practice squad. We got back pretty much like I said, other than Justin Rogers and Julius Woods, we pretty
Yeah.
much got back everybody we wanted.
Right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they might have wanted back Eric Scott, but
Right.
you
I
know,
think I think he probably would have been back. Yeah.
he went to the Chiefs as well. But we like I said, we ain't losing no sleep over that one.
Nah, not at all. The Hall, like I like Hall stepped up. Hall like he got some game to him.
And that's another thing. They were so worried about him getting. We were gonna get him back.
Right.
It's certain things like I get it. Certain most of the time, like I said, and I think somebody did the numbers. I think it was on Lockdown. They was like, bro, you get your guys back a lot
You're
of the
right.
time that you
A
want
lot of the
back.
times.
So we just hit we just got unlucky. I mean, Justin Rogers was a pre-draft visit for the
Hmm.
Bengals. Now that we find that out, shouts out to Tom Downey with that information. So they definitely was planning on either drafting him
Right.
or bringing him as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
So like I
Yeah.
said, once he came available, they snatched him up, and they need him. They need him
Right.
bad. Just as bad as we do. But and Julius Woods as well. They got who was that safety that they just signed though? They just signed a safety in Tennessee.
Oh yeah. Who is
Yeah,
that?
it don't matter. But
Yeah.
lucky for him, he went to a spot that once again that they safety is not long term, so
Right. Yeah.
he got an opportunity to make some noise over there. So
Definitely. Definitely.
shouts out to him. But it does remind us of Isaiah Land though.
Mm-hmm. But still hurt, man. Lamb be nice right now on the squad, bro.
Land would have been perfect, but you got to think about it. At the time, we had so many pass rushers.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like
could we?
so many safeties, so many pass, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it was like it was hard to kind of justify bringing them back. So I get both sides, but like I said, it would definitely be nice to have Isaiah Land right now. And next year, when somebody not here, it's probably gonna be nice to like, man, sure would
Right.
be nice to have Julius Woods right here in the safety
Right.
room.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I mean,
That's how I go, bro. That's how I go.
that's how I go, man. We got Dalvin Cook, and at first, they
Mhm.
keep and the funny thing about it, they keep reporting it like he on the 53.
Man, they acting like this Cook 2019, like we just a blockbuster move just happened. Like, come on, man. The man just got signed today. He been on his couch the whole time. Like, just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It's a big name, and I'm sure
Yeah,
he still got a couple good runs left in him. I'm not poo-pooing on him, but don't act like he's in his prime right now. We got the prime Devin Cook. That's the way they make. That's what they were reporting on the story, man. Like,
if you go look at the graphic, none of the graphics that say he's on the practice squad.
right.
Like they just
Sign.
making it. They not even in the captions or nothing. They just
Mhm.
making it seem like he's on the 53. And it's like, okay, this is misleading. A lot of people not gonna really do the research. They just gonna laugh
Right.
and just make it seem like it's just him and Zeke, the 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But we gotta understand, and it's funny. Every time that somebody gets hurt from from our team, next thing you know, here we go with this one of these lists of dudes that's already on the couch or some dudes that's, prime example. When Deron Bland got hurt, next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
they start, oh, let's go get a Xavier Howard.
David
Let's go,
Howard.
Dory Jackson. Let's go get
Yeah.
all these dudes, right? So
Patrick Peters.
Patrick Peterson. Y'all want to go get all these dudes to replace Bland, like they ain't old either.
Right, about to say, right.
So what I'm getting
They
to
they
is,
all on the couch right now.
so what I'm getting to, knock on wood, Rico has the injury history.
Yeah, he does. He
So,
does.
so let's say Rico get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna say bring up they gonna say bring in a running back. Y'all, the first name y'all not gonna say is Malik Davis off the practice squad.
Sure, not gonna say that.
Y'all gonna have a whole list of Leonard Fournette,
uh,
Kareem Hunt, Dalvin Cook. Y'all gonna do the
Dalvin
same
Cook.
exact thing. Like I
Yeah,
said, we go watch Chat Sports. Tom Down to go have a whole video of these old ass running backs.
he sure will.
So why not why not bring him in early?
Right. Like me and you always say, I never be mad at nobody on the practice squad. Like,
At,
how's it hurting you?
at
How's
all.
it hurting you? Come on, man.
At all. I mean,
Right. It's ridiculous.
like I said, I don't get me wrong, I was frustrated too. Once they brought him in for the workout, I was mad. I'm like, this don't
Right.
make no sense. We don't need him and Zeke.
Exactly. Nobody. They don't play special teams. He don't play special teams. Like, Rico don't play special teams. Like something got to. Something ain't adding up with all these running backs older running backs that don't play special teams.
So, but then, like I said, just a simple, just go get on Twitter,
Right.
and the next tweet is, "Hey, he coming to the practice squad." I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't mad no more.
Can't be mad no more.
I ain't
Exactly.
mad. I ain't mad
And
no
like you said, we can knock on wood all the wood we want to. We can go to damn like Rico gonna get hurt. let's, let's keep it real. He gonna miss a game or two.
bro.
That's what's gonna happen. So
Zeke had an injury history as well. Like,
thank you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no
so
spring chicken no more.
exactly. So, like I
Yeah.
said, once again, one of them get hurt. I know the first name ain't nobody gonna say is, "Oh man, show
Malik
Wishman
Davis.
Nathaniel Pete." Like,
Right. Come on now.
who?
Snoop, what's Snoop at?
Snoop Connor and all that.
Yeah.
These are
Like,
not the
no,
names that y'all gonna bring up. You know what I'm saying?
sure won't.
Y'all gonna bring up all the same list of old names out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So you might well bring them in early, and if something happens, boom, break
Right.
glass emergency.
He already know the offense. He already in football shape. Just throw him on in there.
Or maybe maybe it was some validity to, I was still rehabbing my shoulder injury all year and I wasn't myself.
Right. I mean, I believe that. When you can tell where he kind of protected when he ran. It looked like he was kind of
Trying to
protecting.
ginger every
Yeah.
time.
Right. Right.
So that could play a factor. So we could get him in practice and be like, hey, look, he may still got something.
Right. But think about it. A running back with a bad shoulder trying to run in between the tackles. That's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's tough.
That's where
Yeah.
you earn your money. So like,
Yep.
but man, so we're gonna end this with I'm gonna just ask you, and I hopefully I don't have to ask you no more. You think Dak gonna get paid?
I mean, I'm feeling optimistic, man. I don't know. I'm feeling a little better than I was about a week or so ago. I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I just got a good feeling that they both really do want to. I know Dak want to be here, and I feel like the Cowboys want him to be here. I think they're gonna figure something out. Like I said, before the end of the year, so before he hit free agency, I think it's gonna happen. I changed my tune a little bit because I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I guess after CD got paid, I'm feeling a little loose now. Morale is up a little bit.
Because it's like, because we know at this point now that whatever they say, normally the opposite is soon to follow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's like in certain regards. Of course, they say, we want you here. That
Right.
part
Right.
may be true, but when
Exactly.
they
Exactly.
when they sit here and be like, "Yo, I don't really have a such urgency to get this job done. I mean, get this deal done."
Right.
It's like, all right, why y'all sending contracts over and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Whole
Why we
time they
talking?
grinding on the contract. Whole time. Right.
Yeah. It's like I think what they should have done, to be quite honest, at this point, I think they should have got creative. And they should have tried to do something different than the norm of you just got to get 55 million a year just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They, I think they should have tried to do some. They should have tried to. They probably could have tried to do some Kirk Cousins type of contract thing.
Right. 3 years, all of guaranteed or something, fully guaranteed, something like that. Yeah. 3 year
Something,
extension.
something that you got to. All right, okay. Dak is 31, right?
Right.
Quarterbacks, of course, are playing till
Mm-hmm.
till forever. But if you do a 3 year deal, right, he'll be 34. Think about
Right.
it. In 3 more years, how many? What it be with us? With how many years? What 11, 12?
Every 12 years. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bro, we know who he is at this point.
Exactly. There you go.
We know exactly who he is at this point. We know
There
exactly
you
what
go.
his
Right.
deficiencies or whatever. We know everything about this.
Mm-hmm.
If we ain't pitched the bitch by,
Right.
by that time, then of course we got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Then that's it. Then you good. Experiment
You
over.
know, you know.
Right.
So I think they should have just took that approach and
Right.
and seeing what was up. And of course he has all the leverage. And
Mm-hmm.
that would be him willingly to just taking that. I'm not saying he had to take less. I'm just
Right.
saying he could have just structured it differently. And
Definitely.
that would have just been for him to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Fully
Um,
guaranteed. I'll take that. Right.
yeah, but I really don't know what he wants, what him and Ty France want,
Yeah.
or
I,
do
I
they
want to hear a number too. Like, do he want 60? Will he take 58? Cause who's high now? Like 50,
they
55?
they still at 55.
Right.
So it's weird because he said on one he talked on both sides of it.
Right. Right.
He was like, I don't have to be the highest paid quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You just got to cover respect.
Right.
Which once again, CD said that from the jump.
From the jump, he said that. He let that be known.
Y'all just
We all
gotta
knew that.
just get me in the neighborhood and we
Yeah, in the
hitting.
neighborhood. Right.
And they kept playing with the numbers and
Mm-hmm.
so of course we thinking it's the same exact thing because that's how they negotiate.
Right.
So of course why that plays a factor on why there's not a deal. But
Yeah.
I
I
just
want to
think
know what they. I want to know what they offering because they sending offers, man. I think they gave him 58. I think 58 might have got it done, but you might just need to hit 60 and be done with it. But like, here, take this 60.
bro, I still think he was signed for 55.
You think so?
I mean, it's still high paid.
Right.
He still want. I mean, of course,
Mhm.
he wants to be. It's still because that's still a respect thing.
Right. Right. My
You
thing is
know,
Ty France. I don't know how Ty France they will. Ty France let them know because if he get free agency, he gonna get at least 60.
bro.
Would Ty France let him settle for 55 or like would 58 be the number? Like, all right, we're not gonna get 60, but I take 58.
Listen, Ty France ain't got to tell him that
Right.
because at this point, he know the
Yeah.
number.
True. Yep. Yep.
He heard the number. That's what, like I said, if you would like prime example for me, of course I'm not signing right now. If that's the case, y'all
Right.
done waited this long.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
I need my 60 when it come around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't even know if it's really gonna get to 60, but it just
Yeah.
sound good.
We just assuming because I mean it go up every year. So
So but I do think if they came correct and was like, yeah, the highest paid quarterback is getting 55. Hey, what's up? You
right.
ready to sign for 55 right now? And I'm sure that he was fine for that now, but I don't think they offered him that.
Right. I mean that makes no sense. If they didn't offer that, that's crazy. Then.
Or if they are, they doing it the same thing like they did with CD. The guaranteed money is just so far
Mhm.
behind
Yeah.
that
Come
it
up with
don't
that guarantee.
that it don't even make sense. Like, yeah, it may look like I'm getting 55, but this guaranteed money over here looking like I'm getting
Right.
35. Like, so
So I know in negotiation you can't just come out the gate giving them most of the stuff they want, but they got at least make it close that they just made. I don't understand how they just start with the extra low ball. At least make it competitive when you like your first offer. That way you ain't got far to go. They start from the bottom of the barrel, then you got inch forward, and you're like, come on, man. They gotta go back to negotiation school, man, because it's
yeah,
it's terrible.
and at some point they got to figure out that this ain't working. Like,
Got to, got to.
I mean, because y'all ain't winning no deals like this.
They
Like,
ain't one of them. I mean, I think they probably wanted the Diggs deal. He gave him a little the injured players. Every time somebody get hurt, come off and like watch Sam Williams about to get signed in the off season. Guaranteed Sam Williams get signed after the season.
See, they went with the Diggs deal because Diggs didn't press the issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Diggs still got, you know, he got paid significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, he just didn't press the issue. You know what I'm saying? They can do deals like that, but they came correctly.
Right. It's the
Because
top of the market deals they struggle with. They don't want to. They never want to set the market. Like, bro, sometimes this the business you in. Sometimes, like when Micah come up, what you gonna do? You're not gonna set the market.
but they set themselves up that whole time. They've been talking about paying Micah since his rookie year.
You since the beginning, right?
They were talking about paying Micah before he was even eligible to get paid. So
Right.
y'all have already put that bug in his head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just said numerous times we can't go get free agents this year because we got to pay Micah in 2 years. Like what?
Right. Like, huh?
That y'all just said this out loud, like
Right.
multiple
Out
times.
loud.
So so when they come, it's gonna be funny. I'm telling you, it's gonna be funny next year.
Right. It is.
But man, I mean, shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to everybody, Cowboy fans out there, non-Cowboy fans, that getting this enjoyment of whatever our
Definitely.
misery is. But like I say, football about to start. So
Back, baby, back.
football about to start. Like I said, we will be back next week to preview the Browns game. Man,
It's here now. It's here. We looking at opponents now. It's time, baby.
Yeah, man, we got to link up, man. We got it, man. So yeah, I'm D Hill. That's D White. Y'all Cowboy fans, and if you're not, hey, we still glad you watch.
Right. We happy that you're here.
Yes, sir. We out.
Happy fantasy drafting.